Welcome to podcast number 121. We have a special guest. He's a Pro Bowl wide receiver, Super Bowl champion, the man who owns the Giants single-season franchise receiving yard record, New Jersey native Victor Cruz.
What's going on, guys?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Yes,
sir.
From Patterson, New Jersey, 100%.
My dad grew up in Wayne.
Okay.
So right next door.
I was just in Wayne today.
There you go.
I was hitting some balls over at the old range over there.
Which course?
Freezing my balls off. It was just a range it's like a mini golf range.
Oh.
They have the mini golf
with the
next
lake?
to it with the lake. Yeah.
I love it.
Forget the name of it, but
Weren't you in Wayne today?
Right by the mall.
I was in Wayne today.
Look at that. You guys were there. Now you're here. We're in New York. Look,
Whatever
it's
it takes.
cooking. It's cooking.
So growing up in New Jersey, were you always a Giants fan?
We're just going
Don't say
right out
something
the gate.
crazy.
We're coming right at you.
So let me give you the full story. So my dad, growing up, was an avid football fan, and I remember him being in the other room, and I'm playing whatever, and I hear him just screaming at the TV, and I'm like, what could he possibly be screaming at? And I come out, and it's the Cowboys.
Oof.
It's NFL. It's Sunday afternoon. He's screaming at the Cowboys, and mind you, this is. What is this, 1990, 91, 92, 93? The Cowboys were pretty good then.
Yeah.
Like, they were winning some games. They were in contention. They had players like Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, like guys that you could really rally behind. And as a child, like these are guys that are really cool, you know what I mean, to be fans of. So
100%.
I started a Cowboy fan, but I wasn't the Cowboy fan that hated the Giants. I kind of, I had to drive by Giant Stadium every day, damn near, going to and from the city, moving around. So I always respected them, and they always drafted high character players and high character guys. So I always was like, damn, I wish the Cowboys. I always loved the type of players that they had, but I wish they had like those lunch pail guys that the Giants had.
That's fair.
If your dad was yelling at the TV, I thought it would deter you. But I'm the same way. My dad used to yell at the Mets,
Sometimes
Knicks, everything.
most of the time he's probably yelling in excitement too. He would yell in excitement also. So it was both. It was
That's
twofold.
fair.
Oh my God,
I'm
I grew up a
assuming-
miserable fan. I'm Mets, Knicks, Dolphins. It's bad. It's just notoriously bad. But we're better recently. So.
Knicks are good.
That's
Knicks
true.
are good.
Yeah,
I'm a
Knicks are
Knicks
very
fan,
good.
so.
I'm assuming you're not a Cowboys fan anymore.
I'm not a Cowboys fan.
I would hope not.
At all. Not even close.
Yeah, it's dark times in New York right now with
Yeah.
the Eagles. It's not good. If you could have played for one other team in the NFL, who would you have chosen?
That's a good question. I'm not going to say the Cowboys.
Can't say the Cowboys. Can't say the Eagles.
If I could pick another team, I would have probably picked the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Just because they have just legendary history. They've been around forever. The stadium is still the same. I played there. The first time I played there, I was just like, these people still sit on benches? Like they're still benches. And it's icy cold. And they're sitting on like bleachers.
They're diehard fans. It's
Like-
the only team that doesn't have an owner.
Exactly.
Because it's owned by the-
it's owned by
the fans in the city, right?
100%.
Yeah, that's
incredible.
It is incredible.
So
it's
what
also
about-
freezing there.
Yeah, no, it is. So does weather play a component into where you want to play, or are you used to it because you played in New York?
I think I'm used to it because I played in New York.
Okay,
I mean, you
that's
play
fair.
in New York in November, December, January. You could pretty much play anywhere. And I played in Green Bay in the playoff game, so
Yeah.
I understand the cold very, very well.
Yeah.
But let's be clear. I remember whenever we got our schedules, and we used to count how many Florida games or how many South games we had. Because we knew how much fun they were, and B, those were tax-free states. So we wanted to play there as much as possible.
Can
you
I ask
go.
a question with that? So you're playing in Green Bay in the playoffs. Like, what's with the no sleeves? Like, it doesn't help you as an athlete.
Well, it's a mental thing.
a great
and
question.
I think we also had a thing where, like, especially as a receiver, if you catch a ball and you go to tuck it away and it's kind of moving around on that, that sleeve or whatever, you don't really get the grasp of it. So when you're not wearing a sleeve, you can catch it and kind of tuck it and kind of feel the leather up against your skin a little bit
makes
better.
sense.
That's fair.
At least that's
Okay.
what we told ourselves. I don't know. It could be bullshit.
Linemen just do it to be a lineman.
They're just mammoths.
They're just-
I
They're
watched
like
like
linemen.
Tyreek Hill in Kansas City last year wearing no sleeves, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why is he
It's
doing
mental.
that? Like,
It's all
crazy.
mental. It's all
It's a
mental.
little wild. So team, does that mean that you would have wanted to play beside Aaron Rodgers, or if you could choose any other quarterback to play beside?
I see. That's a different
Who would it
question.
be?
That's
It's a totally
you're
different
asking
question.
A quarterback that I would have liked. I mean, New England. I think playing with Tom Brady and just being a part of, you just. Sure, we beat him twice, but like you understand the type of quarterback that he is, and you see the lineage and the winning attitude and the winning mentality that he has, and that was displayed throughout that team and that entire organization, really. And to be part of that, I feel like would have been just as special.
Yeah, I mean, you have two on him. Well, you personally have one on him.
I have one. Yes. Yes.
Do you have a good relationship with Tom Brady or any of those Patriots from that team, considering it was the second time you guys beat them?
Yeah, I mean, every time I see Tom Brady, it's always love. I remember meeting him a couple years after we won at the Met Gala and like just coming up to him and saying, introducing myself like a schmuck. But he's like,
Nice.
I know who you are. What are you doing? And he's like, and he was like, man, we all really worked hard to be here. Like, enjoy everything that comes along with this. I never forget him saying that to me.
That's
so
awesome.
We've always had a good rapport. I think he's got 7 other rings to shine up and look at when he's at home chilling. I think, but I know very well those two burn. I know those two burn in him very, very deeply, but I'm sure the 7 is a good catalyst on the other side.
That NFC East, they got his number. Right?
Big time.
Yeah, they
Twice
definitely
Giants,
do.
once the Eagles.
Yeah.
When someone like a GOAT in any industry or sport that they're playing and tells you like a quote like that, it definitely sticks with you because there's like moments within like when we used to be in the corporate career or like, you know, outside of in like sports or anything, like you remember certain things. So like you said, like you just remember
100%.
forever.
I mean, there's a couple of those that really stick with me. Another one was when I was going through some tumultuous times in college, and I was like, during one of those summers, I was working at a clothing store called Image in Garden State Plaza.
Okay.
And Michael Strahan used to come in there all the time.
Damn.
And he would come shop. And the manager knew that I was like this aspiring football player that was like in this intermittent time that I got to go back and improve myself at the collegiate level. He was like, yo, Michael, I want you to talk to this guy, Victor. He's an aspiring football player going through some tough times. And anything you have to tell him, whether it's on the field or whatever. And the first thing he said was, never forget to always keep your body 80% in game shape at all times. I don't care where you're at. I don't care if it's July, and keep your body 80% away from full strength. And the other thing he said to me was always make sure that you keep the main thing. No matter if that's school at the time or if that was whatever it was in that moment, keep the main thing. And and I approached him. Now we're the best of friends. I call him and text him all the time.
Have you told him that story?
Absolutely. I asked him if he remembered that, and he was like, yeah, it's funny that you say that. I remembered you. He was like, you were just skinnier and uglier then. And I was like, you got a point.
Well, I got a question then. Are you 80% close to game shape right now?
I'm 80% away. I'm 100% in golf shape.
I was going to say.
I'm in golf shape all day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I play a football game right now? Absolutely not.
Okay,
No way.
that's fair.
No.
That's fair.
way.
All right, we have a little game for you revolving around your NFL career, okay? How well does Victor Cruz know Victor Cruz?
I hope I get every one of these right.
I would hope so.
I think they get harder as they go, the way we laid it out here. So it gets a little tough. So we'll see.
So there's 5 questions. How many receiving yards do you have in your entire NFL career?
Oh, God.
If you get it within 10.
10.
Okay.
I was going to give him like 100.
100?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. 15. I know that.
If you get
one.
it exact,
15,
that'd be
36.
impressive.
And then I had almost 1,000 there, so that's what.
He's doing the math. He's
Yeah,
adding.
hold on. So I'm gonna ballpark and say 4,100 yards.
You're underestimating yourself. 4,549.
Oh, okay, right there.
Pretty damn good.
That was close.
Pretty
That was
close.
close. That was
Okay.
close.
Do we count it? Do we count it?
I'll count it. Why
Okay,
not?
count it.
Within 500, sure.
Count it.
Where do you fall on the all-time UMass receptions list?
Oh man, I think so I didn't play until I only played 2 full years.
Okay.
So I want to say, I think I'm top 5 for sure. I want to say number 5.
Oof. Okay.
Close.
Again, you got to give yourself more credit here. Like, I know you're trying to be humble and everything.
Is that what
Yeah. You're 4th.
I'm 4th.
Yeah. Do you know how
Again,
many
close.
catches?
No.
I feel like that's a tough one.
I could guess though.
Take a guess.
All right, just take a
Okay.
You don't
2
have to
years,
count this one.
Okay. I mean, let's call it 123 catches.
131.
That's what the
There you
Knicks
go.
have.
He's
That's
off
what
the
the Knicks
park.
have.
I like
That's
it.
good.
Okay. Wait,
well-
who's number 1? Give me the rest.
That's a great
Brandon
question.
London and Jason Peebler.
Is Brandon London ahead of you?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Does he
played
hold that
4
over your
years.
head?
He played all the time.
Oh my
all the time.
God.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
I feel like it's
You pulling
Jason
it up?
Peebler.
I'm trying to,
and
but I'm not the
Brandon
best at
London.
this.
All right, we'll
Brandon London played 4 years there?
He played 4 years.
Oh, damn. All right. What was the most receiving yards you've ever had in a single game?
Oh, that's 262 in college. In college? or
I meant NFL. I meant
Oh,
NFL.
NFL. I went over this the other day. 189 against Tampa Bay.
179 against Tampa Bay.
That's what it was.
Count it, though. That was pretty good.
262 in college against who?
Yeah, it was against James Madison. And I'll
Damn
never
you.
forget that. Liam Cohen was my quarterback, new
Okay.
head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I lost my right contact the first play of the game.
Damn.
Thankfully, it was a 1 o'clock game and not a 7 o'clock game because I would have been done.
Okay.
But I just remember being like locked in. And I had like 7 for like 185 in the first half.
7 for
Yeah,
God.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Didn't you put up numbers like that in high school?
Yeah.
Tight up.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Maybe for your career.
Maybe from I think I had like 300 yards.
I had 0
400
catches. I
yards.
didn't play football, so I can't talk any smack.
Our good friend Alex Day, he does this with athletes and stuff, and he pulls like the specific names from their high school. I wish I knew how to do that. Like I was just not good enough.
That's crazy.
All right, but you got that one. That was pretty good.
How many people were in the iconic boat picture?
Oh my God.
Looking at the camera,
Okay, hold on. Looking at the camera?
not the
Okay,
background.
let me do a head count. That's 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot of math playing in here. I like it.
I'm gonna Trey Songs. I'm gonna say
Trey Songz was there?
He was in there.
It's a wild
7?
picture.
7?
Close.
8. 9 people.
9.
9 people.
Too many people. Obviously.
Yeah, too many people.
All males too. There's not a single female in that photo.
There was a girl in the back though.
It was a girl in the back. Okay.
Who initiated the plans? How'd that happen?
It was Trey Songz and his friend who led the photo, and it wasn't just this big curated thing. It was just like, yo, let's take a photo.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Okay.
And we just took the photo and thought nothing of it. Went about our business. Got back on the boat, and then hours later, our phones literally were waiting to like fly out on a private charter or whatever, and all of we're fast asleep because we're exhausted.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm up and I hear bing, 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 like all
Damn.
of our phones, and I'm like, something ain't right. And I look at my phone, and then this is when Twitter was like all the rage, and I'm going through, and I'm like,
Oh my
just like
God.
a photo, the same photo pop, and I'm like, oh, it can't be that bad. It's our off day. It ended up being.
It was that bad. I thought you were going to say you had like 10 missed calls from Tom Coughlin or
Oh my
something.
God! No, thank God.
All right, so you were close.
Close. Okay.
Last question.
Okay.
What decade was the salsa dance invented?
What decade?
Yeah, within the 10 years.
That's a decade.
That's a decade.
That's a decade.
I get century and decade mixed up
I
sometimes.
get
Yeah,
them too. I'm like, I don't even
okay.
know how to answer this right now. Decade.
It would be like, like 70s,
2010s, the 2000s, the 1990s.
Was it invented?
Yeah.
Invented?
Invented.
Oh my God. This
It's in the
gotta be-
1900s. I'll tell you that.
Okay, this got to be in the 1940s.
Close. 1920s.
Okay, 1920s.
There you go. I think it was
1920s, huh?
brought to America in the 1940s. I did my
okay.
research before
There
this.
we go. Look at
I had no idea.
1920s though, they were
Yeah.
dancing back
So
then.
technically, you were right. That's
Okay.
what
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
go
take
with.
it. I'll take it.
You're right.
In the U.S. You didn't
In
specify.
the U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. Why did you choose the salsa dance as your touchdown celebration?
So for those that don't know, I'm half Puerto Rican. My mom is Puerto Rican. So I grew up in a very Hispanic household. My grandmother, my grandparents, we were the dancing house. Like there was always
Okay.
music. There was always things happening. Every weekend there were people by the house dancing and the whole thing. So when I was around 11, 12, my grandmother taught me every dance in the book, salsa being one of them,
Damn.
merengue, bachata, the whole thing.
You could do those, right?
No, I can't. I was
Yeah,
just about
I
to say,
can
I never got a
tell.
lesson in my life.
I
My
can
parents
see
were like,
it.
just sit on the couch, watch
You got
sports.
it in you. So she taught me all the dances. And then fast forward, I get to the league. I'm an undrafted free agent. I'm getting my first start due to like some injuries and some things that are happening. I'm like, oh shit, this is happening. Like it's happening right
Damn.
now. And then Coach Mike Sullivan, who is our quarterbacks coach at the time, also Mexican American, he comes up to me. He was like, yo, you know what you have to do? Like if you get in that end zone, you know what you have to do. And I was like, Coach, what are you? What? I don't know what I have to do. Stay calm and try to catch another ball because I just don't want to like fumble under my own feet and fall and do something stupid.
Especially
You know
going
what I mean?
undrafted.
I have to make the best of this situation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he never told me to dance salsa, but he was just like, you'll know. Like I'm not.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not going to tell you. I don't know. Like, but you'll know what to do if and when the moment happens.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, coach. And all week long, he was pressing me about it. And we get to the game. I'm warming up. He comes, and this is when it started. He would come to me, would say a prayer to me in Spanish.
Okay.
And we started it that day and did it my whole career. And then he was at the end of it, he was like, you know what to do.
Was this the first regular season game?
This was week 3 against Philadelphia,
Okay, week 3.
2011-2012 season.
Okay.
And it was the week leading up to that. And the game starts. And I remember having like, I think our head coach knew, or Coach McBride, who was our OC, he knew he had to get me going early. So he runs a stutter go. First play of the game, overthrows me. I win, but Eli overthrows
That's
me.
tough.
And I was like, I was confident. Although I was overthrown, I was like, oh, I could win out here.
Yeah.
Like I could do this.
Do you remember who was guarding you?
It was what's his name? Asante Samuel.
Asante Samuel.
Yes.
And now
he fell. He bit, and that was the biggest thing on the scouting
Damn.
report, that he bites on double moves.
Okay.
And that was the biggest knock on him his whole career.
Okay.
Now he had 100 picks in his career too, so he kind of baited guys into that too.
Yeah.
So again, I think it was either later that series or the next series, we run a switch route, and that was when I ran the switch route. The guy blitzed off my head, and thank God for my instincts, because I was looking like the guy blitzed off my head. I feel pretty open. I should probably peek.
Yeah.
And I peeked, and the ball was already in the air, and I was like, oh, thank God I peeked. Caught the ball, shook 2 defenders. Now I'm going up the sideline, going in the end zone, and I'm like, I got to do the salsa now. Like, that was the first thing that popped into my brain. And I was so just happy and in Philly, so I wanted to make the Philly fans mad as possible.
I love that.
So I put the ball down, I started dancing, and it just took a life of its own from that very moment. You would think that I was the one who started and invented the salsa the way people come up to me now.
I would believe that.
To do it.
Do people, I was going to say, people come up recognizing you like,
it's insane.
Vic, can you do that? Can you do the salsa real quick?
Everywhere. Grocery store.
Yeah, you salsa in the grocery store.
Like, just in the produce section, just whipping the salsa.
Where's the weirdest place you did the salsa dance?
The weirdest place, the grocery store is that actually happened. But the weirdest place I think was, I think I was coming out of like a fitting room one time, and I was like trying something on, and I came out, and it was like, oh my God, Vic. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Do the thing.
He's like, can you dance for us? I'm like, I don't even have a belt on right now. Like, why you want me to dance? Like, are you serious?
But like, you did it.
No, I didn't do it. No, so now my weird thing is I make them dance. I was like, are you going to do it with me?
Nice.
Okay.
And then they dance and they look awful, and then I do it with them. So
right,
that's my thing now.
I like that.
Well, you're known for touchdown celebration, the salsa. A lot of players are known for the touchdown celebration. So we want you to rank touchdown celebrations, but you're not going to know what's coming next.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've seen the videos, but we'll give you one.
I've
You
seen
place
it.
it 1
I've
through
seen
5. All right, we're here.
Okay.
Rank these touchdown celebrations without knowing what comes next.
Uh-huh.
The discount double check, Aaron Rodgers.
That's a goodie. I'm going to go, that's a good one. I'm going to go 3.
3?
Wow.
I'm going to go 3 on that.
He also got paid for that one.
Yes.
What commercial was that?
Was that
State Farm?
I
I
think
want to say it's State Farm.
I think that was State
I'm
Farm.
going to say
it's
it's
State
But isn't
Farm.
he with? Yeah, he's still with State Farm.
The best is when he did it in Chicago, and then he goes, I own you. And he's talking to the fans.
Yeah.
Like, I own y'all here. And I'm like, he sure does.
And then Steve Novak, since you're a Knicks fan,
Yes.
picked it up. And so it
100%.
transferred sports. It's very revolutionary.
Yeah,
Steve
very rare
Novak.
that happens, that the transfer's over.
Has an NBA player ever done the salsa?
Yes, a good friend of mine, a guy I grew up with, J.R. Smith, and in New York as well. And we kind of came up around the same time. And I remember
Lakewood?
From Lakewood, New Jersey,
Lakewood.
yeah. And then I remember he hit a crazy 3 to like seal the game or something, and then he started doing the salsa.
I love it.
And it was great.
I love it.
Those were good times in New York, man.
All right, so discount double check at 3.
3.
All right, the Waddle, Jalen Waddle.
The Waddle, ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah.
I gotta save some
He's a
room.
Dolphins fan.
I get it, and it's really good. But I'm gonna go 5 because I feel like there's some goodies coming.
It's because he's new. He's young.
Yeah,
That's why.
He's got to earn his keep a little bit more.
And you don't respect Dolphins players. I get it. It's an attack
Hates the
at me.
Dolphins.
That's fine. Yeah, you hate them.
Only likes cold
Brian's
teams.
the Giants fan.
Exactly.
Sure, let's do it. All right. What about the sexy dance? Sexy
Ooh,
Dexty.
Sexy Dexy's a good one too. I'm going 4.
4? I'm
Just,
shocked.
Dexy, I love you, but I can't put a lineman that high. I just can't do it. Love you though, buddy.
I think he has one of the best celebrations in the league right now,
It's really good.
especially for a big man.
I mean, he finished with 11 sacks this year,
Yeah.
or something like that.
He
That's
was-
unheard of at like the interior
He
line
was
position.
the best player on the team, I think.
100%. No one's arguing that.
All right, so 1 and 2 you have left.
Okay.
The Gritty, Justin Jefferson.
See,
Now
I knew I was
everybody
gonna
in the
leave
NFL.
space. I knew I'm going 2. I'm going 2 for him.
Okay.
Because he pushed. You're right. Everyone does it in the
Everyone,
NFL.
I
now.
mean, there were kids that would just like, and I run camps every year, right? And there were kids that would just be doing the Gritty from the car all
was
the way
gonna
onto the
say,
field.
that's
And I was
crazy.
like, do you want to run routes first? And we actually catch a touchdown before you do it. But
We went to OT7 like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And all the kids there.
Everybody.
Because you're looking from like 7 to like 15 years old.
100%.
Everyone's just walking around doing it. I'm like,
love
I don't
it.
get it, but fine.
You know who does a really good Gritty?
Who?
Zach.
No.
Really?
No. He's just going to do this to me.
Is there like, can I find this?
I think you actually did do it on
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
When we hit 1 million followers or subscribers on
Okay.
YouTube.
Gwittied.
Yeah, I did it in my girlfriend's apartment, and she filmed it.
Oh,
and so
God.
you could find it if you wanted
I'll
to.
do a deep dive
Just,
later, for sure.
You don't have to. It's totally cool if
It's
you don't
okay.
want to.
And then you have number 1 left.
All right, what's number 1?
Last one's the salsa. Victor Cruz. Look at that.
See?
Pretty good.
I know what I was doing.
Pretty good job.
See?
Pretty good. Are you happy with that list?
I'm happy with that list.
All
Yes.
right. I think he nailed it.
It's a good one.
Who else has who has the most iconic celebration in NFL history?
Ooh, iconic celebration in NFL history. Got to go Icky Shuffle. Classic.
Yes. Okay.
Classic.
44, ladies, that's me.
Get your cool cuts.
Yep. You've
Yeah,
seen
that's
the
a good
commercial?
one. The commercial when he spikes it.
Such a good commercial.
That's a great commercial. Who else? I want to say, I mean, Cam Newton was ill when
Yeah.
he did the Superman joint. He's just
I was
a
gonna put
massive
that on the
human.
list.
He's a massive human.
A good one-off one was Antonio Brown running into the
I was going to
field
That's a
goal.
good one. That's a good
I
one
was going
too.
to say we should put that in the
Or him
ranking.
just running out of MetLife Stadium.
that-
That's also
that also.
That's not a celebration, but equally as good.
That also.
In a way, it was for him.
And
Why
then
not?
like just Steve Smith always had something, and Ocho Cinco always had a bunch.
Always.
that were
Always.
just like super creative and,
Yeah.
and joints like that were good.
All right, we want to talk about the person who threw you those touchdowns.
Okay.
Eli Manning.
Yep.
Is Eli Manning a first ballot Hall of Famer or not?
I think he is. I think he should have been. Obviously, I think
Yep.
the time has passed, but I think he should have been. I think anytime you beat arguably the best, not even arguably, right now as we sit, the best quarterback to ever play the game
Twice.
and it's not like, I think the one in 07, you could argue that the running game and the defense kind of won us those games,
Yep.
especially down the stretch. But the one in 2011, 2012, that whole season, Eli put the team on his back. Like he was,
Yeah.
when we needed him to throw 300 yards, he'd do 300 yards. When we needed him to throw the ball and put the team on his back and have game-winning drives, I think he had like 10 game-winning drives that year.
Yeah, he has like
in the fourth quarter.
Isn't he in top 5 for most fourth quarter comebacks or
100%.
something?
Is Stafford
100%.
the leader in that? He's
think
up
he
there
is,
too. 'Cause It
actually.
was like Stafford and Eli, like
Yes.
every other week, we're just going back and
Might be a
forth.
future
100%.
Giant Stafford.
So it's like, I think all of those things encompassing, and then playing in New York, and then having the level of consistency that he did
Yeah.
before he got benched for that stupid game and for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you put all of that together, I think that makes up for a first ballot Hall of Fame career.
I agree.
I
know
like
what I mean?
always saying, I was like, to be a Hall of Famer, you need the NFL story needs to be told with you in it. And like, you can't tell the last 20 years without Eli Manning being
Yeah,
Tom
no
Brady's
shot.
size. And once is like one thing. It's like, I know Nick Foles came in and he got a dub, but like 2 times within like a 5-year period
Yes.
at Brady's peak, it's special.
100%.
I thought you were going to say that he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't know. I change my mind all the time.
So I wanted
I'm
him
sitting
to-
from Victor Cruz. You want me to say like Eli's not?
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
what do you want from it?
I wanted him to sell you on it.
Well, it's the thing. Like I heard this about Julian Edelman a lot. It's like,
Yeah.
can you tell the Patriots' history without Julian Edelman? It's like, no, you really can't. So like,
Can't.
does he deserve to be in it? Like that was always like the kind of
It's tricky.
seesaw. Is he in or not?
It's tricky.
But that's the question I usually ask when I think Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, and you can't even tell the best quarterback to ever play the game. You can't tell Tom Brady's story without Eli Manning
Yeah,
in there
true.
a couple times as well.
True.
So like the fabric of and Eli, the Manning's period are in the fabric of the NFL. And I
100%.
think because of that, and I thought he was going to get in because we're in New Orleans
thought he
where
was,
grew
too.
up. It was all culminating.
That would've been awesome.
And it didn't happen, but he'll get in at some point regardless.
100%. And the Mannings are not leaving the NFL anytime soon
At all.
because we got Arch coming up. That's also what I kind of wanted to ask you.
Okay.
What should the Giants do about their quarterback situation, in your
Man,
opinion?
I've been saying this for the long. I think we need to get a stopgap quarterback.
Okay.
It's funny. I saw Jameis Winston at during Super Bowl.
I love him.
and I love him too.
the man.
And I love him and hate him at the same time because like I love him because he's a baller and
Yeah.
like he galvanized. Whether it's call it however he galvanizes his team, call it however you want. When he's
Yep.
out there on the football field, you rally around that guy as a player.
100%.
But he throws 100 picks a year,
Yeah, he does.
and it's just like.
But he throws 120
He throws
touchdowns.
130 touchdowns. So it's just hard. If he could just find a way to limit the turnovers,
Yeah.
he would be an elite level quarterback in this league.
So you would like them to pick him up?
I would like them to pick him up or pick up a guy like Kirk Cousins if he becomes available, or a guy like Sam Darnold. You got to pay Sam Darnold a little bit.
Yeah.
So just to have a stopgap guy for us, and
Okay.
then build the roster a little bit. I like
Okay.
Travis Hunter at 3 personally.
That's what I was going to ask you, what they do in the
Go
draft.
get a Swiss Army knife.
That's
Go
what I
get a
like.
guy that like defenses and offenses have to account for to some degree because you don't know where he's going to be.
Yeah.
Week in and week out. Is he going to be a receiver? Are we going to put him in the slot? Is he just going to play corner? Is he going to be our nickel back as well? Like he could play anything.
He can do anything.
So I like that at 3. Then in free agency and the rest of the draft, you build our roster. We need some offensive linemen. We need some defensive linemen. We need some.
And
just
they got
round
money.
it out.
They got
And
money to
we
spend.
have the funds to do it. Round out the roster.
Yeah.
And the following year, you do everything in your power to get Arch Manning.
I knew he was going to say it.
In a blue
love that.
jersey. He brings people to the stadium. He's going to bring people to the stadium.
Oh my God,
You're going to have the Manning family back in MetLife Stadium. People are going to be excited about this kid, and we're also going to, bear the bumps and the bruises. There's going to be ups and downs, just like Eli had, just like Peyton had.
Definitely.
So as long as we can weather that storm as a New York fan base, then
so one more year of not great football
of tragedy.
Okay.
Is the tank an actual tank? Or is it just close games? Because I feel like the players always want to go out and win. That's what I always hear. But what's the science behind the tank from an athlete's perspective?
The only way a team, especially in the NFL, is able to tank is if the owner says, take every starter off the field and we're going to start our third string, fourth string guys. Let's put our practice squad guys in there and fend for ourselves. It's the only way that happens at that level. Because as a player, especially in the NFL, every time you lace them up and go out there, you're auditioning for every team out there. So you're not going to go out there and, not perform at your best or put something bad on film, because then that translates to the whole league and someone sees you, and let's say a team wants to pay you some money to be on their team and they pull up your film and you're laying eggs out there and you're not performing to the best of your ability. No player is going to want to do that.
Yeah.
No player is going to sacrifice and put their careers on the line for an owner or for a team that to just, basically the bed just for a draft pick.
Yeah.
Completely. You wrote on here, bring Eli out of retirement.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think we should do it.
Oh man,
I think we should do
kicking
it.
field goals to go to Disney again. He's not even thinking about
He
football
would sell out
anymore.
the stadium.
Yes, big time, big time.
We have another 2 games that kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
So we're going to do building your dream NFL lineup and then building your dream NFL superstar.
Ooh,
Okay. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's go with superstar first.
All right. Build the perfect NFL superstar by choosing one player per category.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want to do all time or current?
Let's do all time. Why
All right,
not?
we'll do all time.
Let's run it.
Let's do it.
All right. First attribute is speed.
Speed. I gotta go. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill.
That's what I'm
Makes
thinking.
sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense to me.
He's running against Noah Lyles soon. I
Is that
think.
happening?
Yeah, I think they just did it.
I think
wow.
I did say that they're actually
That's gotta
going
be
to actually schedule it.
televised, right? That's not
I would
gonna
assume
be.
so.
Don't stream
Pay-per-view.
it.
So
Yeah,
stream
it's
it.
gonna
Yeah.
play Tyson,
I
not
feel like
stream.
they'll stream it. But
It's gonna be a
It's gonna
Tyson
get a lot of views either way.
Yeah. Okay, so Tyreek Hill for speed.
Yeah. What about strength?
Ooh, strength. I'm going with what's my guy's name? Big brolic dude. He had an intercept, a pickup in a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He played for the Steelers. Harrison. James Harrison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
James Harrison.
The video of him benching 800
Insane.
pounds or whatever he
And
did.
he shoulder presses one hand
That was
like a
by the
barbell.
way, that was after retirement. That
Yeah,
was
he's ridiculous.
insane.
He's definitely 80% ready to go back into an
At
NFL.
all times.
Yeah.
At all times.
What about football IQ?
Football IQ, Eli Manning.
Really?
Eli.
I love that pick.
100%.
I thought you were going to pick Brady.
Nah, I like Eli. Of course, Brady to some degree, but I'm in rooms with Eli, watching him pick apart film and watching him dissect. We would have a Friday meeting where he would go over 10 to 12 plays and already have a play drawn up on how he wanted to attack certain defenses, whether it be in the red zone or whether it be out in the open field, first, second down, whatever it was. And 9 times out of 10, those opportunities would happen throughout the course of a game. So he was just so ahead of the curve. And I think him and Brady are kind of right there in terms of IQ and knowing what to do going into each and every game.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Crazy.
exactly. I see what you did there.
Nice. Route running.
Ooh, route running. Can I choose myself? Can I put myself?
you can
choose
choose yourself.
yourself.
Be confident.
I'm going
Why
with
not?
myself. I feel like I prided myself on my route running, especially from the slot receiver position. And yeah, go check the tape.
I like that.
Check
I like
the
that a
tape.
lot.
Check. Why not?
I got flexed out the slot sometimes.
Well, yeah, here we go.
I had a one-handed catch.
Let's bring
There
out
we
that
go.
tape.
Pretty
Let's
good.
bring out that tape. No, you did. And there's a
did.
picture of you with that one-handed catch.
Really?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had 2 one-handed catches.
Oh,
Look at that. Stay focused.
One in the
Stay
semifinals.
focused.
You
like that?
I love it.
but,
All right,
but
what about-
Dan overthrew you on that one route.
I was
Wide
doing
open?
it
Was he
the
wide open?
state championship game.
in the state championship. We ran a ISO pop, so I was at tight end, and it's a fake block,
And then
and you
kind of
run a
vertical?
seam.
Yep.
He just underthrew me by 15 yards. It was wide
God.
open.
he would have scored a
What?
70-yard
I
touchdown.
would have won the state championship. Shout out
my
to Dan
God.
Anarella.
Yeah, sorry, Dan.
He's gonna hate
played
that.
baseball with you growing up. You're
Just
a good
buried
friend.
him.
But we won. He
there
threw
we
he
go.
threw it to our other buddy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Say hi to the family.
What about catching ability?
Catching ability, I'm going Randy Moss.
Okay.
I like that.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
Makes
Larry
sense.
Fitzgerald has like the craziest stat. I don't know it off the top of
does.
my head, but it's like more drops. Do you know it, Mike? More drops in his career or less drops in his career than something.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
it
think
is.
he's got like one drop in like 7 years.
Yeah,
or like
that's
something
insane.
insane like that.
Espresso.
Coming in hot.
Oh yeah, he has more tackles than drop passes.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's an
That's
insane
insane.
NFL stat. And he's played in the league for like, I don't know, 15
long
years.
time.
20,
In a
yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And then last thing, celebrations.
Oh, celebration.
And you can't choose yourself
I can't pick myself.
now.
I already did that. So celebrations, I'm gonna go. You know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Wow.
Because
Sleeper.
he's also nuts. Because his celebrations, I mean, he stood on his head one time.
Yeah, that was
like that was interesting.
honestly, that picture is pretty sick.
picture
though.
of the still
That
frame,
is pretty
right? Yeah,
dope.
that was pretty
yeah,
good.
I like that.
I do respect the players that have multiple different celebrations.
Yeah.
They switch it up. Like an Antonio Brown, like never did the same thing twice, really.
100%.
No.
But I also respect someone who makes something.
Yeah, because
an
that
iconic
one,
thing.
mine meant something. It was cultural.
Yeah.
It was like heritage, the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing. But these guys now, I mean, these guys are having like little mini practices on what
Literally.
they're going to do and like
Literally.
meetings about it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
All right, you want to? So that was your player.
Okay, that was my play.
You want to do your team?
Let's do my
Yeah,
team.
we'll run through the lineup. All right. Build your dream NFL lineup, choosing one player for each position.
Okay.
Quarterback.
Well, this might be harder.
Do not say Eli Manning.
I'm not going to say Eli Manning.
You could say Eli Manning if
I'm
you
gonna
want.
say. I'm gonna say Steve Young.
Ooh, Steve
I like
Young.
this.
Slinger. The lefty
Why not?
slinger.
Yeah.
Big Steve Young
I
fan.
loved it. Love Steve Young. He was ironically the first time I ever turned on the TV and watched a football game was Steve Young and Jerry Rice throwing each other.
I'm shocked that you remember that.
Yeah, because all I remember hearing, I was in my, I never forget, I was in my grandfather's rocking chair, and and all I hear is Jerry Rice with the catch, Steve Young, and Jerry Rice, and I'm just like,
Wow.
who are these people?
That's
And is
crazy.
he throwing to anyone else?
That's
Like
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, wide receiver.
wide receiver,
Are you gonna pair it up?
absolutely pairing it up. Got to have an X and a Z. I'm gonna go with Terrell Owens and Randy Moss.
Okay.
On opposite ends of each other.
Do you
Okay.
think they're the two best receivers of all time?
No, I mean Jerry Rice got to be in there. I'm just going. These are the guys I saw.
This is your
the
personal
most.
team.
This
Yeah,
is my
keep it fun.
personal.
This is you.
These are the guys I saw.
I like it.
What about tight end?
Tight end.
You can
I'm
pick me
going
if you
with
want. If you want.
Two
I'm on the
one-handers.
table.
You might be on the table. You might
I'm
be
on the table.
4 years.
Tight end. Ooh, I'm going with Tony G. Going with Tony
I like that.
Gonzalez.
I like that.
I like
pick.
that.
Mr.
I like
Consistent.
that. I think I could give him a run for his money. But, what about running back?
I'm going with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay. Another good celebration.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Consistent
little-
one. A
yeah.
consistent one. Yeah.
That was
like
my
that.
backyard football celebration, as in like us playing. You know,
That's a
behind
good one.
elementary
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
I'm
that's
just
a
making
good
sure,
one.
not like the video game. We're not sponsored. What about coach?
Ooh, coach. Dan Coughlin, I love you, but I gotta go Belichick.
Okay.
Gotta go
Ooh,
Belichick.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Gotta go Belichick. Also, he's from the Giants lineage too.
He
a
is.
little bit.
He is.
Little
He
bit.
is. Yeah. The Giants' lineage of coaches is
It's really
stacked.
crazy. It's really
It's
when
stacked.
when you do the history of it, it's crazy.
I'm going to give credit to my girlfriend here. She came up with this topic, and
Okay.
I think it's electric.
Okay.
So you ran the 100-meter dash in 11.15 seconds.
Did
Right?
where are y'all finding this? stuff?
I transferred it to miles per hour.
Okay.
Okay. So which means your top speed is 20.062 miles per hour.
Holy smokes.
Okay. So
That's
is
crazy.
Victor Cruz faster or slower than these wild animals?
Oh my god.
So it's based
Okay.
off your top speed and the animal's top speed.
Okay.
You ready?
I have arguments about this all the time, so I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Are you faster or slower than a camel?
I'm faster than a camel.
I think you're underestimating a camel.
I'm faster than a camel.
You are not faster than a camel.
up.
They
A
run-
camel's double your speed.
What?
40 miles an hour in the desert.
Didn't we do it? Because we rode camels recently. We were in Saudi Arabia. It's a long story.
That was a side note.
I just came back from Qatar, so that's not.
Oh, yeah.
that's not too
Almost
off-brand.
saw him in the airport then.
You guys are just following each other. This is-
Yeah, their top speed's 40 miles an hour.
it wasn't a leopard. There was another animal that we saw that was like the same speed, but I
Yeah.
can't remember who. I carry a 40,
insane.
which is just a long.
And it's
life,
in the
man.
desert. I think if you brought him on the track,
Is
they'd
that
be
with
like
a
45.
jockey? Because they're riding them, right?
No, I don't think it's with the
I think
jockey.
it's just
I'm gonna say
camel
it's
racing.
wild.
wild. I think it's
gotcha.
just
I think
wild.
it's wild.
Yeah, I think it's just wild.
What about a
Okay.
hippopotamus?
I heard those are fast, but this is a hippo on land.
Yes.
Faster than a hippo.
That one you are. We'll give you that. By 1 mile per hour. It'll be a good race.
I can't wait to tell my daughter this because she doesn't believe any of this at any time.
They run 19 miles per hour.
Okay,
and you're
just
20.
edged him out.
Yeah. You're 20. 20 miles
It's
an
a
hour.
big boy.
Okay,
It's a
good.
big boy.
What about a donkey?
A donkey? I mean, I better be faster than a donkey.
You are.
Okay, good.
15 miles an hour.
Okay,
they run.
good. I'm blown by a donkey.
Good. I still think you underestimated the camel. That's a little crazy.
That was crazy.
We have 3 more animals for you.
Okay.
What about a giraffe?
Giraffe. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay. So the camel one already scared me. I'm gonna go
Long strides too.
I think the
Super
long legs
long
play good,
strides.
but maybe I'm trying to fool you. I don't know.
You might be trying to fool me.
I'm not a giant
I'm gonna say that I am not faster than a giraffe.
You are not faster. 37 miles per hour.
Wow, those big
giraffes.
things are moving.
Slower than a camel though.
Yeah, slower
Yes.
than a camel.
Slower than a camel.
Which is
Just note
interesting.
It is interesting. What about a saltwater crocodile?
That's so specific.
Yeah, that's very specific.
I'm gonna say crocodile. Those things, they got quick twitch.
They do.
But I don't know over time if
They
they
can't
can
run far.
It's top
Yeah.
speed. Top speed.
Top speed.
Top speed.
I'm faster than a saltwater crocodile. Okay.
You are. They run 19 miles per hour. So they are
That's
as
still fast.
yeah.
though.
They're hippos and crocs
still
are the same.
fast. Okay.
They're actually faster than most crocodiles, but I chose this one. I don't know why.
I knew there was a catch. I knew there was a catch.
What about an ostrich?
An ostrich, I'm not faster than an
Yeah.
ostrich.
No way.
Not
Those
a
things are
chance.
flying.
I'm sorry. They're like twice the speed.
Yeah, I watched Jumanji. If you watch Jumanji, you know.
there you go.
Did you ever see the
fly.
clip of Rob Deerdeck riding?
I was
a-
about to say that.
Yeah,
in
I've seen
Fantasy
that clip.
Factor.
Yeah.
I think it was drama that fell off.
Yes.
Yeah.
43 miles per hour they run.
Oh my
They're the
God.
fastest out of all these animals. Faster than a camel. It'd be a great race.
It would be an
It'd be
awesome
a great
race.
race.
If you put an ostrich in the desert, the camel's winning. Yeah. That's just my personal
It's tough
opinion.
I
terrain.
agree with
Yeah.
you.
Tough terrain.
So a lot of people that watch our content, our podcast, they know we're from New Jersey. We rep New Jersey hard. I think we eliminated states 5 every podcast, and we ended up with Jersey #1.
There we go.
People
Hot
hated
take.
that. People
There we
didn't like
go.
that. You know, over New York, California,
that.
those states. But we want to hear your New Jersey takes.
Okay.
Okay. Does Central Jersey exist?
Well, I don't even know what that is.
Whoa.
It's north and south.
Whoa.
guys.
That's actually the
All right.
podcast. We'll wrap it up. That's about
It's
it.
north
We're
and
done.
south. Like,
Come on.
what's even in the middle? Land?
Our
The
studio.
governor. Our studio's
It's like
there.
our
And the
studio.
governor,
The
that's why we're here, because we're in Central Jersey, and you're all the way up in North Jersey. It's completely different.
I love you guys, but there's no such. It's just north and south, guys.
What would you say if you're in the middle, though? What if you're exactly 50 miles from the north border, 50 miles from the south border?
I would say that I'm going through to South
Oh my
Jersey.
God.
I'm never stopping in the middle.
My
For
biggest
what?
my biggest problem with this, and this is why Central Jersey exists. People from the north, like you're hit a certain point, they think like the top third is north, everything is south. So
true.
people in the south think the bottom third is south and everything above it
Yes,
is north.
it's
So it's
so true.
created this
It's
little
so
zone of Central New Jersey that exists. Like we're there.
Well, I just judge this by where's Pine Valley?
Pine Valley.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
south.
question.
I don't know where
Look at
Pine
this.
It's
We got
Valley
the
south, guys.
laptop.
is. That
That's-
your cutoff? I was going to ask where the cutoff is.
No, Pine Valley's in South Jersey, and that's what I credit. That's South
Let's
Jersey.
zoom out here. Let me zoom out. I'll tell you where it is.
Okay, tell me where it is.
No, that's south.
that's by Philly.
south.
yeah, exactly.
But like Six Flags Great Adventure. Okay.
That's south?
Central Jersey.
No, that's
Jackson,
kinda
it gets
south.
a little higher.
I
See,
think
it gets gray. It gets
it is
gray.
great. So what? I think Central Jersey lives matter. That's my hot take.
I
there.
don't disagree.
Look at
Yeah.
I've never physically stopped in whatever you guys consider Central Jersey.
What about is it pork roll or Taylor ham?
Taylor ham.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
telling.
We're
So why
team
do the
pork roll.
menus up north also say pork roll?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I literally went into one today.
Taylor ham all day.
Just
Pork
putting
roll
stuff out
is
there.
the meat. Taylor ham's the brand.
Correct.
So it's like calling a chocolate bar a Hershey's bar
Exactly.
or a Q-tip a cotton swab.
Or a tissue of Kleenex.
Yeah.
There you go. He knows.
Still think it's pork roll.
Is it wrong to say you are from New York if you're from New Jersey?
Yes.
Okay.
It's wrong. You're from New Jersey.
He's gonna no. You explain it first, and then I'll defend myself.
I think the most defendable of this take is that when we were in Saudi Arabia, we met
Okay.
with people that were from there.
Okay.
And they asked where we were from, and he said New York because New Jersey is a lot harder to find on a map for people outside of the country than New York is, I think.
I also think he's lying. I think I say New Jersey, but if people be like, oh, like come on the pod sometime, and like where do you film? Be like, oh, New York. I think that's what you're getting confused.
You still say New York.
I think it's also an educational moment to teach people where the hell New Jersey is if they don't know. I
would agree with that.
Okay, that's how I treat it.
And teach them about
But
the
what
middle
I
of
do
Central
is-
I was gonna say,
Jersey.
go up to them. Say, no,
what
I'm from
I do
Central
is
Jersey.
I'm in
Yeah.
Jersey. I tell them I'm from North Jersey, and then I say just outside of New York, so that they kind of get a premise of where I am.
Okay.
I mean,
we gotta stick. We're from New Jersey, guys.
No,
we have to tell people that we're from New Jersey.
I think he's giving me a bad rap. I don't like it.
I'm gonna watch you tonight when we meet people at this.
Yeah, we'll see.
premiere.
All right, we'll see.
All right. So, what state is better, New Jersey or New York? I have 4 categories.
Okay.
Who has better bagels?
New Jersey.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah, that's easy.
What about breakfast sandwiches? Does that fall into the same category?
Yeah, that's still New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm still New Jersey on that.
What's
Chopped
your
cheese? A
go-to?
little biased,
What's
but-
your go-to breakfast sandwich?
Go-to breakfast sandwich. So I recently just cut out. I cut out meat not too long ago. I eat chicken, so just chicken and fish. So I cut out pork.
Okay.
And I cut out beef.
Okay.
So I'm egg and cheese on a croissant.
All right.
Salt, pepper, ketchup all day.
All right. So New Jersey wins the bagel category.
Yes.
You know, he does a pork roll, egg, and cheese, but he holds the egg.
Now he's coming at me.
There's no egg.
I actually do get
Exactly.
the egg.
Why are you
Exactly.
holding-
No, I
just
saw the
because
expression on your
I'm-
face.
I'm-
It's weird. It's weird.
It's a little weird. It's a little
Because
weird.
I'm weird. I just ate pasta for the first time like 2 years ago.
Wait, what?
We had Joe Gatto on the pod and he already put me through
how
the
is
ringer.
this-
You don't have to.
Wait. I'm
That's some
looking at
Central
conversation.
Jersey shit right there. Some Central Jersey. If you lived in
No,
North
it
or
isn't.
South,
No, it isn't.
there's Italian restaurants galore
My
that you could
family's
just.
50% Italian too.
So what were holidays like?
They had pasta and I would just not eat it. we used to have pasta parties before football games, and I would eat bread.
I gotta have a
We're
conversation.
saying this,
with the
and like
family.
one of the best chefs, Italian chefs that I know, is sitting over there. Glenn,
highly upset.
and he's asking Taylor,
He's
Brian's
highly
girlfriend.
upset.
He's like, "What's going on?
Give him some pasta to go. Give him something to
I
go.
eat
here.
pasta. I ate pasta at Carmine's. It's delicious.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Jeez Louise.
All right, what about pizza? New Jersey or New York?
That's New York. I gotta
I
give
agree.
New York. I gotta give New York that one.
Yeah, what's the
It's
best
too good.
spot?
Ooh, the best spot.
I'm a big L&B guy. I like thick crust.
I like that. What's the
Joe's is classic. John's on
Joe's
Bleecker.
classic. What's the other one?
Pizza
I
Hut?
can't think of the one. Not pizza.
That one
Domino's.
wasn't that one?
I can't think of it. But there's so. I mean, you can't go. I mean, don't get any dollar pizza.
Yeah.
Go to a spot. Go downtown. There's plenty of them downtown for you to find the right spot.
There's no more dollar pizza, by the way.
It's like $2.50 now,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Or
like
something
$1.50 the
But
lowest.
it's still advertised as
Yeah.
like dollar pizza. But you go in and you check out, it's like $2.20.
It's a
What?
ripoff. Like
Yeah,
The
it's a
dollar
ripoff.
store. I don't think it's a dollar anymore.
Ripoff.
Exactly.
Which has better nightlife?
Oh, well, nightlife overall is pretty much done out here. But New York always has
Yeah.
the best nightlife, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's fair. And then beaches.
Ooh, I mean, New York just has that awful, whatever they
Well,
call it.
talking about
technically,
Coney
they got
Island?
Long Island, too.
Yeah. Oh, technically,
Long
Massapequa?
Island doesn't
still
count.
going Jersey.
Long
Okay.
Island
Still going Jersey.
exists less than Central Jersey exists, I think. That's a crazy statement.
That's
You're just
a wild
throwing
take
stuff
right
out there at
I
this
love
point.
it. I love it.
I've only been there 3 times, and they've all been this summer.
Look at that.
2 times to golf.
Yeah, that's really the only time I make my way out there. Go play Bethpage. Why not?
Exactly.
We want to talk about golf real quick.
Okay.
So we just started our new golf channel. We actually did something with Golf Digest. You've done stuff with Golf
I've done some
Digest,
stuff
right?
with Golf Digest, yeah.
Are you playing in the Open this year?
Not
you-
yet.
you've
I
played
haven't
in the
gotten
past,
word.
right?
I played in the past, yes.
Okay. I think we're playing in the qualifiers.
Okay.
So we might see you at, where is it? It's at Seawayn,
don't-
right, this year?
It's
Oh,
at
yeah, it's at
Seawayn.
Seawayn.
Yes,
It's at
that's
Seawayn.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So maybe
Okay, we'll see what's up.
I remember Will told us.
I know.
Will told us.
He did tell us.
So we're excited for that.
Okay. I've
What-
fallen in love with golf, man.
When did you
It's-
start playing?
So I started playing. This is year 4 now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm completely addicted. I'm like a 10.7 handicap.
Damn.
And I'm just like,
Oh, it
I
makes
mean,
me
I hit
feel
balls
horrible.
today. I mean, it was 28 degrees today, and I'm like at a heated range in Jersey. You're already
grinding.
just grinding it out.
I knew once you said that, you were like, oh, is that a range in Wayne? I was like, wait, what? I was like, did you see how windy it was
Like,
outside?
are you not freezing?
I
Wasn't
started
your-
3 years ago, and
Okay.
I'm not a 10.7 handicap.
Where you at? To give us the handicap.
I broke 90 once.
There we go.
I shot an 89. I shoot like mid 90s.
Okay,
He's
I shoot-
probably like between a 15 and a 20.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
That can compete. That can compete.
So I was looking online a little bit. Baltusrol, well, I can never say it. Baltusrol Golf Club.
Baltusrol,
Was
yeah.
that your first round?
My first round of golf ever.
And that was that's for people who don't know, it's a really
Mecca.
nice,
It's the
fast
Mecca.
club. Yes.
Yep.
So it was only
And
downhill after that.
It was all. I remember leaving there like, why did they bring me here?
Yeah.
Like for my first round ever, I think I sliced the drive like it went directly east. Like it literally just shot to the right to the point where the guy who brought me out, I hit it and he was like, wow.
Nice.
like And I was just chunking irons out there, but I definitely was just like, the caddy was just like, I promise you, just stick with it. And you just kept me going, giving me tips. You know, that's what I love about golf too. It's like, it's not a ha-ha, you suck type of sport.
Yeah.
It's a, let me help you, let me get you on the right path, let me fix your grip, let me try to help you.
That's what he did for me.
Everyone has been there, right? Everyone has been that beginner
and it
just
sucks.
trying, and it sucks.
I'm like, when we play golf, I'm like his biggest fan. Like, I'm rooting for him. Like,
Yeah.
I want you guys to do well who are playing with me.
So have you been playing longer? Have you been
I've
playing a
been
long
playing
time?
like 14 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a scratch.
No. I wish.
Aren't
I got down to a 5.8.
That's pretty good.
Last summer at the end, and then this past summer I'm at like an 8.1.
You got to play so much to just keep your handicap low and stay consistent.
Yeah.
You got to play almost every day.
Well, since we started doing this full time last April, it's been like tougher actually to play. I thought I was gonna have more time. I was like, I'm gonna get so good. I'm gonna get down to like a 4.3, and it just hasn't been
We're
that
like
way.
busier than we were
crazy.
with our jobs.
Busy's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Busy's
no,
great.
it's good.
Busy's
But my
great.
golf game is suffering.
It's suffering.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Florida. I'm out of here. I'm moving
I
to
don't
Florida
blame
in
you.
April.
I don't blame you.
And I can't wait for the single digit handicap to
All right, we have one more game for you, and it's about golf.
Let's do it.
So we do $15 to spend. Have you ever seen those or no?
Yes. Yep, I've
Okay,
seen
so
it.
you have the budget. There's 4 rounds.
Okay.
$15. Each round it goes up to $5.
You guys are going to do the math for me, right? I didn't.
I'll
We
do
can
the
do the
math.
math.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
good,
do the
okay,
math.
You have $15 to spend to create your perfect golf round. Okay. Level 1, you get your playing partner.
Okay.
$1 you're playing with 3 diehard Eagles fans.
Oh my God.
$2 Shrek and Donkey. $3 Odell Beckham Jr. $4 Adam Sandler, and $5 you're playing with Tiger Woods.
Oh God, you guys are okay.
We weren't gonna make it easy.
$5 for Tiger.
Yeah.
But there's 4 rounds. You got $15.
I know. I'm going $4 with Adam Sandler.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would have picked.
Yeah.
To
I'm
me,
going
he's
Adam
the
Sandler.
dream golf partner.
100%. And I love that. Like, it felt like every golf course I was playing all summer, they like, they were filming Happy Gilmore here. They filmed Happy Gilmore here. I'm like, is he just at all the Jersey golf courses?
You know where they filmed Happy Gilmore?
Where?
Central Jersey. Fun fact.
Next question, please.
I didn't expect that. That was good. You got me
got me,
too.
you got me.
I'm on your team here.
Nice.
Next, you get your snacks.
Okay.
For $1, you get s'mores and a Mountain Dew. $2, trail mix and milk. $3, a protein bar and water. $4, a breakfast sandwich and Gatorade. $5, hot dogs and beers.
Hot dogs and beers are
They cut
expensive.
out pork and beef.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going the $4 option anyway. The Gatorade and the breakfast sandwich, right?
Okay.
Going $4.
Yeah.
I
And
like
we're going
that.
to
$8.
Central
That's
Jersey,
okay.
getting a good
Okay.
pork roll, egg, and cheese.
Yeah. You got $7 left, and you got
Okay.
2 rounds to go.
This could get
All right, level
scary
3, you
here.
got your golf course.
Okay.
$1, you're playing at a mini golf course. $2, Liberty National, only 9 holes. $4, an average county course. $4, Pebble Beach Links, and $5, Augusta National.
Oh my God. My dream is to play Augusta too.
I feel like that's every golfer's
Augusta's
dream.
$5? $5?
And you have
$5.
$7
You got 7 left.
I'm playing at Augusta, guys. I can't turn that one down.
gotta
I gotta do
spend.
it.
You
Me and
gotta
Adam
spend.
Sandler at Augusta, we might not be invited back.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a good time.
And he's playing in character as Happy Gilmore.
yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely at Augusta. Are you kidding me?
Last one's your wild card. This
Okay.
one might hurt a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to start at $3 since you only have 2.
Okay.
$3, Scotty Scheffler joins a group. $4, it is the first round of a golf trip, which everyone knows is the best.
Exactly.
$5, you sink a hole in one for a $50,000 prize.
Oh my God.
Now, you have to pick one of these last 2 options.
Okay.
For $1, it downpours all around. $2, you shoot your worst score ever.
Oh my God. That's what we're doing.
It's a little brutal.
I'll take the worst score ever because I'm at Augusta. I'm with Adam Sandler. I've had a Central Jersey egg and cheese.
Yes, you said it.
Gatorade.
You said it.
Gatorade.
That's a win for me.
And
go.
I'm at Augusta, so like I'm
There it
good.
is.
I'm cool with that.
There it is. It's for the vibes, that round.
Exactly.
It's for the
That's
memories.
That's a vibes round.
100%.
So good.
For
Have
sure.
you been to a lot of PGA tournaments, like over the years?
I've been to a couple, and I've been to a lot of LPGA events as well. I played in the Lake Nona championship, the Lake Nona event this year, the first tour stop for the women, because they play. It's like a celebrity thing that they have. It's like a 4-day tournament. I played in that a couple years in a row. I've been to the British Open out in
That's
Royal
awesome.
Hoy Lake a couple years
That's
ago.
sick.
I played in like a little pro-am thing that they
Nice.
had going on there. I played my first year playing golf, my first ever pro-am. I played in the BMW Championship with Rory McIlroy.
Wow. Okay.
And
Welcome to the game.
I made an absolute fool of myself. But Rory was so cool. After every tee shot, he came back and talked to us as we were walking down the fairways. We asked him a bunch of questions. He was super nice, chopped it up with him, and it was just a very dope experience.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Is there an amount of money that we could pay you to never play golf again?
There is not an amount of money that you could pay. Are you kidding
Not
me?
even like $1 billion.
I mean, $1 billion? Nah, I still can't.
You set up your kids.
I'm too dialed in. And my daughter plays. My daughter's been playing since she was 6. She's 13 now. Her swing is much better than mine.
Oh, wow.
And she beats me up out there on the golf course, and she has a mouth on her. She lets me know it too. So we got to keep facilitating her dreams. So I got to play with her. You know what I mean? So
is that her favorite sport?
I think it is. I think that and track. She just became captain of the track team this year. She's in 8th grade.
Damn.
She just got track captain. So I'm going down this week to see her first track meet and stuff like that.
Good for her. That's awesome.
And she's running the 100, 200, long jump. All the events I did in high school, she's running them now too. So
maybe she could be faster than a camel.
I was literally going to say, we need her top speed.
I will report back with the speed. I will report back.
We do need that.
100%.
That would be so funny. That's all we got.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on the pod. If you have anything that you're doing, anything you want to plug, go for it.
No, man. I mean, I'm just wait. Let me think. Now you got me in.
Go
in
for it.
mode.
No
okay,
pressure,
so
no pressure.
Catch me in next year, True TV. I will be doing college football with my guy Adam Lefko, Champ Bailey, Takeo Spikes. Stay tuned in on TNT Turner Sports for that. I always do things with the Giants, so make sure that you're tuned in and go on YouTube right now to catch The Lounge, the podcast show I did with the New York Giants, talking to all the players about all the things they love to do outside of the game. Victor Cruz Foundation is always doing things to help the kids. And I think that's it. We'll leave it right there. Thank you guys for having me.
How busy are you?
I'm very busy. Yeah, right? I'm very busy.
I was like, all right, he's got a lot of stuff
going on. I got a lot of things going on. I just hosted the GQ Bowl at Super Bowl.
Damn.
Doing a bunch of things. So I wear many hats.
You said cool. Champ Bailey?
Champ Bailey,
Where'd he go to college?
He went to Georgia. Champ Bailey went to Georgia. University of Georgia.
I thought he went to Kansas.
Do you know, Mike?
Am I wrong?
Yeah. He didn't go to
Champ Bailey.
Went to Georgia.
What a way to end the pod. What a way. All right. Thanks for coming on.
No problem, guys. Thank you.